Hey, everybody. So, based on the topic of this post, you realize I'm going to talk to you about creating communities. Now, this is such a big topic. I'm really going to break it down. I'm going to do a series, ideally, of 3 of these lives, trying to keep them very short and sweet to kind of give you an overview. Now, especially if you're a Kajabi user, you know that it has been nothing but community since 2022. And a lot of that is because prior to that, the Kajabi community was, shall we say, a little less than desirable. It was the very most basic forum kind of structure. So Kajabi tried to jumpstart creating a more viable, no pun intended, product by acquiring a company called Vibely, which unfortunately had a platform that was very useful for a particular type of community creator, not necessarily the typical Kajabi user. So I will say, since that was in 2022, I believe it's November of 2022, and I jumped on Kajabi community myself right out of the gate. And let's just say I was underwhelmed. By the way, in case this is your first time here, let me introduce myself. I'm Deanna Fenton. I have been in digital marketing and online tech for more years than I care to share, but long time. Like I built my first website in 2001. 2001 was my first website. So I am a huge Kajabi fan. I am a vetted Kajabi expert. I'm also called a founder, meaning I've used this version of Kajabi since it was initially launched in 2015. My goal is to help Kajabi customers and others learn how to best create their offers, master their messaging, and have successful launches. So where does community fall? Community is a really hot topic these days, not just because of Kajabi community, but because there are more and more products out there. And I am going to do a deep dive at some point comparing the different platforms. Now, some of the ones that have been around quite a while, Mighty Networks, you may have heard of. Circle, you most likely have heard of. That's probably has the most market share. There's Discord, which ain't for me, just saying, but it fits a need. All of these community products fit a need for some people. So that's my first tip. There's no one right solution for you to pick. It's going to be what's best for you. And then today, right now, I'm going to talk to you about what I believe are the first steps, even before you choose a platform, whether it's Kajabi, whether it's Mighty Networks, Circle. There's another one. I was an early adopter of Heartbeat. They have made some amazing changes recently and upgraded, but it's just tech. And that's the thing is I think people go in and they think tech is going to solve all their problems. And it's just going to magically make these things happen. And I'm here to tell you it's no, friend. It's not the tech. It's you. And that is why what I'm going to cover today are the first steps. Don't even choose the technology. Decide if a community is right for you, not just because somebody tells you it is, whether it's me or anybody else. So let's start with number 1. What do you need a community for in the first place? Okay. And that is a legitimate question because so many people see this going on and they think they have to jump in. And yes, community can be a very, very important component of any digital product that you create. And by that, that could mean a course. It could mean a coaching program. It could be a membership. Now, I will be real honest with you. When I hear membership, I think of content and community. I do believe in that situation, you do need both. Because for the most part, when you're creating a membership, it is about the community. It's not the only thing. You should have content because people have to come for some reason, but there is connection in the membership because it implies a group effort as opposed to a course, which very often a course seems to me, very individual. And coaching, whether it's coaching one-to-one or coaching as a group thing, that could be a need for a community. But here's the thing. Communities are a lot of work. And I don't want to minimize this because there's many people, and I will raise my hand, who have created a community and then kind of said, wow, this is a lot more work, or nobody's engaging in my community. So you kind of feel like, what's the point? Nobody's engaging. It can be difficult to build a community. It's very difficult to build a highly engaged community, and that is what you need. Otherwise, it's the Deanna show, showing up all the time without people commenting or asking questions or introducing topics. And that's why you have to very, very carefully define what is the purpose. What is it that you want to get from the community? And more important, what do you want to deliver that the community wants? So here's some ideas. You have to excuse me, my hair is driving me crazy. And I always hate people who go live and fuss with their hair. But anyway, is it for support and help? Because that's a type of community also, really, that is, hey, here's where you post your questions. Here's where you post your problems. Here's where I answer your questions. That puts a lot of pressure on you because it is sometimes, especially starting out, less about other people jumping in and helping as opposed to people asking questions of you. And depending on your goals, I would highly recommend that is a component of your community. But do you want to be the only one answering questions? That's the important thing. Another important idea is it for networking? People, especially I think since COVID, really are seeking connection in communities. Even now that we are all free. If you're online, it's difficult sometimes to find your tribe, for lack of a potentially politically incorrect term, but find people of a like mind that you want to network with. Education and learning. Now, I am of the opinion community is not that much of education and learning. It is a support towards education and learning that in my mind belongs in a Kajabi course or any platform course or membership. I don't think most of the communities, oh my gosh, and I even forgot to mention school, talk about the epitome of a popular community. Yeah, there's a section of it that is content. But you have to make sure your content's not getting lost in the feeds, which is the communication and connection that community typically stands for. And again, engagement. And that's engagement among the members, and it's engagement with you. because that is where the know, like, and trust really comes in. And I haven't even discussed how this applies to a paid community versus a free community. And right now, I can't share this now. I'm using StreamYard. I'm not sharing this right now in my Kickstart group, but I will be through a recorded version of this. But that is what creates the know, like, and trust between you and your ideal people. And the next thing is you need to set clear goals. You know, it's kind of the old, very old phrase about if you don't know where you're going, how will you know when you get there? So you need to set goals. What is your goal for this community? What is it that you want to get out of it? Do you want to attract a certain type of person? Do you want to attract a certain number of people? What is it that you want to launch, right? You're going to create this, you're going to launch it, and you're going to either launch it as part of another product, like a course or membership, or maybe you've had that all along and this is a completely new launch. Now, I really don't know how to emphasize the fact that you need to have a plan for this. You can't just simply go, hey, everybody, I got a community. Here you go. You have to put in work. You have to put in a plan. You have to know what is the content you're going to share. What is it that you're going to share with them? Who is it designed for? How are you going to get them to engage with you and each other? It takes a plan. It really, really does. And you need to have a goal. So you're going to give yourself milestones, maybe. Within the first 30 days, I want to post consistently 3 times a week. Within the first 60 days, I'm going to introduce challenges to create engagement. Within the first 90 days, I'm going to find the highly engaged members of the community and maybe add them as moderators to help you, to guide the discussions, to continue to build the community and build the engagement. And the final thing is, who is this for? Now, the worst thing in the world you could do is create a community for highly introverted people and then just try and let it happen and just try and have it happen organically. It's not going to work. As a confirmed lurker in so many different communities, I can say it's very difficult if you're kind of an introverted person, or you're a bit more of a reserved person that wants to sit back and watch things until you're ready to jump in. You have to read the room to really set your plan for your content and how you're going to engage people. There are so many different great tools and functions in the Kajabi community, for example, such as challenges, leaderboards, that type of thing. But guess what? That's not for everybody. Now they've finally figured it out after we've asked over and over, and you can turn off those things. So even though you're thinking, oh, I've got a bunch of introverts, but I want to get them going. Yeah, you could do it, but maybe they're not the type of people that are competitive and are going to get excited. It takes a certain personality that is really turned on by the competitive nature of, I want to be number one on the leaderboard. And some people are going to do it just to be number one on the leaderboard. Other people are going to expect a reward for it. So I'm just saying. But the other thing when you're talking about it is look at the demographics of who is the ideal audience for you. There are a lot of people that are super comfortable with Kajabi. Facebook, a Facebook group, because they're always on Facebook. Are you going to get them onto another platform? Maybe yes, maybe no. There is a higher percentage of people now that are grateful to be off Facebook. Then it's perfect for them. But then you're looking at age, and I am an official senior citizen, whether you believe it or not, I am. And there are a lot of people in my age group still not comfortable with technology. They're used to Facebook, so maybe a Facebook group is better for them. However, communities are there now for a purpose because so many people are trying to get off of social media like Facebook. So there definitely is an opportunity for it. Then you're just kind of looking at the ideal profile. I mean, what is it they need to know? What is it that you can share that's special in the community outside of just the content that's delivered in their course or membership or group coaching program? Is it, again, the support? And it's really just making this plan and having really realistic expectations of how to build the community, how to choose the right platform. I'm going to be, primarily talking about Kajabi, but it could be any platform, honestly. And really just setting those goals so that you can start to have a plan to get all of your people engaged and going. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you are interested in learning more, because I was planning on doing maybe 3 of these and talking about kind of the next steps. The next steps that I am going to talk about is tech. It is the platform, but I'm starting with this because I cannot emphasize enough how important it is for you to have a plan and not just throw it out there and expect a community to organically grow and benefit you and benefit your members. So post below, and I even forgot what the hell I said. Just comment community tips. Is that what I said? It's in the post that I was asking you to let me know in the comments. Community tips. I got 2 more for you. And if you have any other questions, also feel free to comment below. Have a great day, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.